It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running. That's
Chat, did I just get an ad instead of my song? What? Chat, did you guys know something of the sort? Then words followed by an ad? And then that's crazy. Embarrassing. Who put ads on this? I'm in awe. Anyways. You guys heard nothing. You guys just got jump scared by an ad instead. How's it going, guys? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Happy Tuesday. I almost thought it was Monday. It's not Monday. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everyone. 𝗔𝗎𝗓𝗃𝗓, thank you so much for the follow, gamer. Appreciate you. Hopefully you're doing well. But hello to everyone who's on the red platform. Hello to everyone who's on the purple platform. I hope you guys are all doing swell. It's fantastic to see you guys today. You went to a Mets game and got your ball signed? Congratulations. That's so fun. That's so fun. Hi, 𝗂𝗏. Hello, gamer. Hello. The red platform. Hello. We enjoy the red platform. We enjoy the purple platform. We enjoy simulcasting. That's what we enjoy. But hope you guys are all doing well. It's fantastic to see you guys today. I hope you guys all had a fantastic weekend. I had a very swell time yesterday, chat. I got to meet one of my friends who lives in the UK that I have not been able to meet IRL. What do you mean by platform? As in website? As in YouTube and Twitch? Because YouTube is red and Twitch is purple. It's basically just different way of saying website. So it's just the thing. Hi, Kyle. I'm so sad I finally figured out how to play all this, but all of a sudden it doesn't work. Oh no! I'm sorry, gamer. Very, very sorry. Are you trying to do Luminescent Platinum too? Is that what you're trying to figure out, sort out, all that kind of stuff? Perhaps and maybe. But I hope you guys are all doing well. Yeah, like I said, I got to meet one of my friends who lives in the UK that I haven't been able to meet. I got to celebrate Ben's birthday yesterday. We did an escape room. We got some Korean barbecue. We had soju, and then chat, we did karaoke. It was pretty great. It was pretty great, pretty swell. So I had a fantastic Cinco de Mayo because, like, for some reason he just got really lucky. I take it as lucky or take it as not lucky, but he has his birthday on Cinco de Mayo. So the world celebrates his birthday. Well, at least part of the world. So it's a silly time. It's a very, very silly time. So I apologize for not being live yesterday, but that's where I was. And I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. It was very fun. It was very, very fun. But we are here with more Luminescent Platinum, as we did before. But we didn't make a ton of progress, so we still have quite a bit to go, quite a ways to be everything. We got my dad fake mustaches for that day at his work. That's so silly. That's so silly. I appreciate any good excuse to use a fake mustache in real life. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people take life too seriously sometimes. And I'm a big proponent and a big advocate for making life silly. That's just me, myself, and I. I'm turning my fan on real quick while Twitch is in their ad real quick. Just a second. So much better. My room is always a normal temperature, like right before stream, so I turn the fan off. But then I forget to turn it back on once I have all the lights on, and the lights in here make this room heat up so fast, chat. It's not even funny. It is just cataclysmically hot sometimes. But we, like I said, didn't make a ton of progress last time. We got through a lot of the tutorial stuff, so we should be able to just kind of like get the ball rolling today. Start getting everything smashed out. Let me see if I can open the game for you guys while Twitch is in ad purgatory. And if I do some of these and some of these. Welcome back from your ad break, Twitch. You've been freed. freed from the treachery, from the purgatory even. Okay. So if I do this, and then I do, okay, we're so back. You're texting your therapist all afternoon yesterday. Call that Shrinko de Mayo. Mike, you find a way. Uni with the 1,000 biddies. Yay, only 3 more weeks till summer break. Listen, you're almost free. You are almost free, gamer. I'm so happy for you. You had 3 ads in a row. I apologize. I apologize immensely for you. But listen, you're free now. And chat, by connecting your Twitch account to your Amazon account, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you get a free subscription to a streamer of your choice every single month, which means that for free, you get no ads. Kind of crazy. Thank you so much for the 1,000 biddies, though, Uni. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Also, 𝗃𝗏, one of my best friends had a niece, and she's adorable. I love that. That's so wholesome. Also, just as a follow-up reminder, I will do an announcement again later. But if you fell under the certain dollar threshold tiers for subathon, we mailed out, they are already in the mail, the physical gifts for people. So it ended up being about 15 people total-ish. But I know Uni has some coming to you. I know 𝗃𝗏 has one. But if you guys fell under those categories, you guys should have packages coming in the mail for you guys sometime soon. And then if you guys fell under the category of getting digital gifts, which is a large portion of everyone else, I will be reaching out to you guys to get you guys some silly little digital artwork and things of that nature. So be on the lookout for your mailbox and or your DMs, depending on which one you fell under. But we are here today, chat, for more Luminescent Platinum. You have what now? Your subathon present coming in the mail. And then we're gonna add the gifts to the wheel for the giveaways and all that kind of stuff as well. I need to turn my camera back on because I forgot I did this with the PNG tuber model last time I streamed this. Where is my... this one. Okay, I'm gonna just... we'll be over here this time. We'll be over here, but welcome to Pokemon Luminescent Platinum, chat. For those of you guys who are familiar with Pokemon Renegade Platinum, you got a subathon present? I know 𝗃𝗏 did. James, I can tell you what category you fell under. Most people did. If you donated over $50, you get some kind of reward of some kind. I know you're on the list, James. Okay. Yeah, James, you get digital stuff, so you will have a DM coming to you. People who can expect things in the mail. These are people who gave us their addresses, because there are a portion of people who did not give us their address, and there's only so much I can do if you don't send me your address. You know what I'm saying? Casey is getting something in the mail. Chills is getting something in the mail. Gabby's getting something in the mail. Henry's getting something in the mail. Viper is getting something in the mail. Flaming Raider, I believe, gave us his address, so he's getting something in the mail. 𝗃𝗏, I know I put an address down for. Uni, I know we put one down for. Logan, I know we put one down for. Tim from Iowa, I know we put one down for. Kanoko, aka Lunar, we're just waiting for one more thing to come in the mail for them because they shorted us one when we ordered stuff. But their stuff is ready. Otherwise, Flying Boxers, Volxion, Scotsman, Dan Lemley, Ringe, Foxy Lady, Price, Silverbolt, Moop, Golden, Who Cares is the name of someone. 𝗔𝗎𝗔𝗓, 𝗵𝗡𝗔𝗓, JJ Gamer, Waff God, Strings, Sakura, The Meme, D3, Kimberly, and Mr. Pickles. They all got digital artwork. So, that will all be happening. But, indeed. Indeed, indeed. Yes, Gabby, you have physical stuff. That's why I needed your address. I hear you, Master Umbreon. I do hear you. I did see you ask what my favorite Pokemon is. My favorite Pokemon is Flareon, followed by Milotic, Weavile, Mega Absol, and Mega Altaria. Hi, Michael. I hope you're doing well, gamer. It has been a minute. It's been a minute. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty. Boop-a-doo. You're really prepping for Digimon TCG Regionals on the 17th. Well, I am wishing you all of the luck in the world. All of the luck in the world, gamer. Let me tell you. I didn't even know they were still doing Digimon Regionals. That's cool. I'm here for it. Okay. So, to catch you guys up to speed on what is happening here. So, we got through a lot of the, like, introduction, like, easy stuff, if you will. Have a good one, Umbreon. I appreciate you. But we have a team that we are currently going to go into Rourke's gym with. So, we're in Jubilife. We did all the silly shenanigans. We still need to fight Barry. And we need to start going towards Orberg is basically what needs to go on. T-Dog, welcome to the stream. This is basically Renegade Platinum. So for any of you guys who are familiar with the Drayano hacks where it's like Pokemon Platinum, but very, very difficult and it makes you want to cry. That is basically what's happening. This is just the Switch version. So it is very cool, very neat. So let me show you the team that we have going on right now. There are regional forms that they added to this, which is really cool and special that I'm very happy about. So as of right now, we have Shinx the Luxray, or Shinx the Luxray. Let me just, woo, everyone, good morning. We're up in special attack with Intimidate as an ability. Spark, Bite, Thundershock, and Quick Attack. We have Newt the Penguin, the Piplup, if you will, with Pound Growl, Water Gun, and Bubble Competitive as an ability. We have Price the Turtwig. It's a Calm Nature, Special Defense boosted, Attack Lowering Nature with Overgrow, Tackle Growth, Absorb, and Razor Leaf. We have Crimson, the Hisuian Growlithe with Smackdown, Bite, Howl, and Ember, Intimidate as an ability, Special Attack boosted Nature. And then we have Nala, the Eevee. We still have yet to figure out what we're doing yet with this. We're leaning towards Glaceon. Gonna swap it out for Alolan Ninetales. It's kind of the vibe. We're still debating. Reason why, because everyone's gonna see, oh my god, it's Modest! The reason we're not doing Sylveon, Espeon, any of those things in that nature is the reason we're trying to get Galarian Rapidash and Galarian Ponyta. So, because of that, plot twist, it's Fairy and Psychic, so therefore we don't need another Fairy and we don't need another Psychic type. So, that's the vibes. You follow? You feel? Capiche? Caposh? That's how we're doing it. Also, I do see your hydrate, James. So, that is basically what's happening. Oh, and we have this guy. I forgot. This is from an egg. We got it in the trainer school, which is something that they added, which is pretty cool. We're up in defense, lower in special defense with Steadfast as an ability, so not awful. You know what I'm saying? So we have a Riolu, which is really cool, really neat. I'm personally excited about it. So it's level 1, which means it desperately needs experience. I don't know why I'm trying to heal. We have the ability to get these starters over here. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't see a realm where we use these, but I know if I don't use these, then everyone in the chat is gonna spam the fact that I didn't get them and I need to get them. So therefore, I'm gonna get these so that way chat doesn't yell at me and say, oh my god, Linz, you didn't get the starters, you have to go get the starters are so important, please get the starters, if you don't get the starters, I'm gonna explode. So, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get these so chat can't yell at me about it. Aha! I don't know. No. Great. Sevii Islands. Is it true that the trainer tower's on? Sure. I'm really guessing on these. Yes! Fantastic. Okay. Bri being attacked right now? Honestly, I had no idea Bri even put it in the chat. I had no idea Bri even put it in the chat. Bri, I apologize. It was not directed at you specifically. It's more so the fact that anytime you play these games, if you don't get the stars, everyone's like, but Bulbasaur, please! No, you have to get Bulbasaur, please! If you don't get Bulbasaur, you can't go on. You have to go back and get him. So therefore, I am just saving that. Oh, hey, I don't know why I tried to catch it. Okay, good morning, everyone. I forgot you have, yeah. In the name of getting it. That's really funny. See, now we're even. I threw a ball to catch a trainer's Pokemon. And you put a message that I didn't see in chat. It's all good. It's all good. Ryu's gonna gain so many levels. Alright. We'll just do this. I totally forgot that this was the thing. Yeah, it's a thing in Renegade Platinum. It's just... they like giving you all of the starters you could ever ask for and more, is what I've learned. So. We'll just do what we gotta do real quick. And then chat's gonna be like, no, Charizard! No, you gotta get him. He's like the best fire type ever made, and that's why they gave him so many forms. You have to trust. Trust, streamer, trust. She's a pro streamer, everybody. Yeah, I'm glad you understand. I'm glad we're on the same page now, if you know what I'm saying. I love Bulbasaur, but Squirtle's far superior. I think of Kanto, I think Bulbasaur's probably my favorite. Charizard just makes me angry. You know, like I'm so over Charizard, to be honest with you. He's just... it's very clear that he's the favorite, you know? It's like when a teacher has a teacher's pet, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, oh, I hate that guy because everyone loves that guy, you know? It's basically what it is. Okay. Let me empty my pockets. I have no trust. You know what? You're real for that, Fox Lady. Neither do I. Alright, we'll just... you guys can move for just a second. Okay. Okay, so I chose Squirtle because I love the little turtle. I love War Turtle. War Turtle's probably my favorite design, like, of, like, all the middle stages. Okay, is Bulbasaur taken by a member? Let's find out. It is not. I shall name you Patsy. I'm just gonna get through these, just so we don't have to deal with it. In the shocking turn of events, chat, Charmander is not taken. And Charmander, it's giving Rhonda. So, the tiny turtle Pokemon Squirtle. He is tiny and turtle. And this one, it's giving Sploodle. Alright. I didn't see if Squirtle was named. Oops, is that on me? Oh, it sure is. It sure is. It's the one. Okay, hold on. I gotta fix it. I have to do it outside of here. Okay. It's the one Kanto starter. I was just in the habit of... oh, you guys have the items. That's interesting. Okay, you have to be named Squirt Bottle after Turtle Swanner. Squirt Bottle. Yeah. There we go. Louise for Charmander? I just went with the first thing that came to my head, to be honest with you. And you know what? It's justice. Okay, can I check held item? I will take that. And I will take your held item. And I will take your held item. And we'll just swap you guys out real quick. Okay. This is what Pokemon games should look like. Thoughts? Little chibi guys? Little chibi fellas? I am curious. Do any of you guys have a hidden ability? You have solar power? Okay, right. You have chlorophyll and you have torrent. Okay. Interesting. Patsy is pretty good. Patsy got the best of everything here, but Rhonda fits her well. I don't know. She's giving Rhonda. Why? I don't know. God of Wind, welcome to the stream, by the way. Hope you're having a great day. Also, hi, Tristan. Hello, hello. It was an honor to run into you and Hannah on ladder the other night. I felt really bad. I felt really bad. But it was an honor. We all were like, oh my god, it's Hannah and Tristan. And then we went, I don't want to beat up our friends. That's not very nice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. Let me, just for the sake of everything, I'm going to see if there's a Magikarp. Not Magikarp, but just like what the fishing encounters are over here. Wait, really? I imagine we lost. Oh, did you not know? Did you not know you ran into us? Yeah, you ran into me, Ace, and Vandy. Also, JJ, thank you so much for the 14 months, gamer. Thank you, thank you. Hold on. With the 14 months saying, how's it going? It's going good. I talked about this earlier, but I got to meet one of my friends that I've never met before who lives in the UK last night. It was very fun. We did an escape room together with me, Vandy, Ben, Razor, and Nick. Nick actually met us for dinner, but I digress. So we did all that stuff. We got some Korean barbecue afterwards, which was really yummy, chat. And then we did karaoke. So it was a very silly time. Okay. Lindsay, we would have 5 stacked? Oh no. I'm sorry. I very much so apologize. Yeah, I tried to spin with you guys, but I wasn't sure if you guys like noticed the fact that it was us. Because anytime I tried to spin, nobody spun. I think Hannah might have at the very end, but it was like right as the timer went like 3, 2, 1. So there wasn't really much time, you know what I'm saying? Belated GG. It's an honor. An honor and a privilege. I had some of the worst Mexican food I've ever eaten tonight. That's awful. Okay, it is clear that there's only Magikarp here. So therefore, I'm going to leave. That's what I'm going to do. Honestly, though, would have went Karen because if she doesn't get a new form every game, she's going to complain to the manager. Yeah, Uni, that's how that's going to go. Being able to meet long-distance friends IRL is such a magical feeling. It really is. It was really cool. I've known her for like 5 years-ish, roughly. So it was really cool. It was a very silly night, and I had a lot of fun. So, what's going on? That's a great question, actually. I'm going to heal before we do this. We are going to fight Barry over here, and then we're going to start making our way to Orberg. We're going to take on the first gym. It's going to be really silly. It's going to be a swell time. We're not going to die. We're not going to just get absolutely crushed by Rourke. It's going to be great. We don't lose, chat. That's what they don't tell you, is that we don't lose. This is like a soft Nuzlocke, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know as well. So basically how it's working is I'm not allowed to heal in battle. I just got done playing a lot of Pokemon Silver. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. I hope it's going well. But we are still allowed to like pick which encounters we want to. And I'm not counting deaths just because of how hard this game is and how slow it is. Considering the fact that it took me the entirety of last stream to basically get all the way through 𝗔𝗎𝚘 to the point where we can even fight Barry over here. If this were if this were Radical Red or anything like that, I would be counting deaths. Because this game is so slow and takes forever to get through, I am not counting deaths. But I'm still trying to make it like a soft lock, if you will. So it's not like a full-blown Nuzlocke, but we're not just like not Nuzlocking it at the same time. You feel? I'm still trying to make it hard. Harder than this game already is, if you will. But we're gonna do our best here, chat. That's all we can do. Nick as in Sacred Almighty? No, Nick as in Extreme Phantom. Plus you want to beat the game. Exactly. Otherwise, I'm never gonna beat this game. It's just simply not gonna happen. Because you know how many times I've started this game and not finished it, chat? A lot. You know what I'm not allowing myself to do this time, chat? That exact behavior. Okay. Hi, Alice. Yeah, they did real size mod. So the Pokemon are the size that they would be in real life. Which gets to be very silly when you start seeing Wailord. That's where this starts to get a little spicy. Also, the fact that you have double kick is not ideal. So, things we hate to see. Is Wailord like the actual screen? Basically, it's so big. It's so large. I found the game, close game until Ray. Yeah, the season climb to Masters was difficult, but we made it. Yeah, for sure. I will definitely let you know. We were waiting for people that night. So unfortunately it wouldn't have worked that night, but if we ever run into you guys on ladder, like see you guys, I will definitely let you know. We actually made a full-blown like competitive team, and we're gonna actually try to compete next year. We have a team manager and everything. It's very official. It's very like eyes emoji, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see what we can do. I'm very excited. That was a very close game until right though. You are very correct. Imagine a Pokemon movie starring Tom Holland as Red, Jack Black as Snorlax, and instead of shouting chicken jockey, they'll shout Snorlax you swallow. What a wild first time chatter. Oh yes, and Zendaya as Cynthia. The dream team, chat. We have Tom Holland, Zendaya, and Jack Black. That's it. That's the one. I didn't see what they're sending out, but we're gonna go into Shinx and pray I didn't throw. Also, hi, Mama Wolfmeg. I hope you're having a great day. Hello, hello. I tried getting this to work for me, but I couldn't find a thing to be able to run it, so I'm just kind of stuck. It is annoying to get to work. It took me like 3 days to get this thing to work. So, for what it's worth, you guys are not alone in your struggles. Some lovely YouTube tutorials and Google searches might be able to answer your guys' questions and help you guys along the way. I will say it's not exactly super beginner friendly trying to get this stuff to work. But at the very least, you guys might have luck with actual Renegade Platinum instead. Renegade Platinum is way easier to get to work than Luminescent Platinum. So you at least have that as a backup if you guys want to. So, just to keep that in mind. Are you excited for GTA 6? Chat, let me tell you. The target audience for GTA 6, it's me. It's me. I have 100%ed every single Grand Theft Auto since Grand Theft Auto 2. I have a need for speed, chat, and I have a need for... I don't know. I've never played GTA in my life. But I'm happy for the people who are happy about it. I'm glad that people actually have a release date now, too, so other games can actually release and give announcements. So then that way we can actually get more games on the calendar. That trailer today was crazy. See, here's the fun thing, chat. I didn't even know we got a trailer. I didn't even know we had a trailer. Imagine Pokemon games that would look like GTA 6 graphics would be a dream come true. See, but like, I don't know if they want, like, I don't think that's the direction Pokemon's trying to go, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they built Pokemon to, like, be Elden Ring-esque, you know? Because they already made, like, hyper-realistic Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, and even then sometimes people are like, see, it's too realistic. I don't like what they did with it. You know what I'm saying? We need Nintendo to do better with their games. Expand. Expand your thought process here. Pull out the receipts. It looks so good, though. I understand why they're delaying it. Are you talking about GTA? That's pretty cool, though. I have not seen, like, anything about it. I am curious what encounters are over here, though. So we're just gonna go on a little look-see. Yeah, exactly, Connor. GTA was delayed till next year. Oh, wait. I thought it was coming out, like... I thought it was coming out this year. The fact that it's not coming out till next year, that's crazy. That's crazy. Eevee's so tiny. It is. We love her. It's the real size mod. It's so cute. They're like the size that they would be IRL. Hi, Ariel. Welcome to the stream. Hello to everyone who's on the YouTube platform. Hello to everyone who's on the Twitch platform as well, by the way, if I have not said hello to you yet. Obviously, I'm managing 2 chats to the best of my ability. Alright. Let us see what else is here. So we have Bidoof. We at least know that much. Imagine Zelda, Pokemon, Animal Crossing with modern graphics. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I would want it. Because, like, here's the thing you gotta keep in mind, right? Nintendo's entire branding is being, like, fun and magical and whimsical and, like... You know what I mean? Like, think of every single Nintendo-specific game, right? You have Mario. You have Zelda. You have Kirby. You have Animal Crossing. You have Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like, all of those games are meant to be, like, fun and magical and whimsy and, like, supposed to give you, like, that kind of a vibe. Like, granted, Pokemon has come a long way. You know what I'm saying? Like, Legends Arceus was at least, like, a step towards that direction. But then a lot of the complaints about Legends Arceus from the people who did complain are like, I don't like the fact that they tried to make it too real. I don't like the fact that Pokemon are, you know, aggressive. I don't like the fact that as soon as you took out the fun and whimsy of it, like, the entire thing felt, like, desaturated. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like if you take away those aspects of, like, what make it a Nintendo title, it no longer feels like it's Nintendo before, and then Nintendo doesn't have anything that makes Nintendo Nintendo. Because that's the big thing of what defines Nintendo as to who they are, is really just like the fun and the whimsy. So if you don't have a way to make yourself individualistic, you kind of blend in, and then you're almost like not as special anymore, you know? I'd say Pokemon with Breath of the Wild gameplay, but we have Legends Arceus. We do, and I do think that over time, Pokemon's going to keep adapting. Because I personally am aware of a Pokemon title that has been trademarked and registered by Pokemon that's going on behind the scenes that you can easily find through a few Google searches. It's not like one of those, like, my uncle works at Nintendo moments. It is real, and it's in, like, the patents and all that kind of stuff. And if that ends up coming out, because there hasn't been any information, like, leaked about it when it comes to, like, Pokemon Presents or anything like that, I think when people see what they're currently working on in the background that's been patented, I think that's going to resolve a lot of people's feelings towards that kind of stuff. And I think it's going to kind of bridge the gap of what a lot of the, like, what a lot of the two different voices are wanting, I guess is the words to say. You know, so that's the vibe. But yeah, chat, this is my cute little Eevee. I know a lot of people are commenting about it. Any idea what it's called? If you would have asked me a year and a half ago, I would have said yes. I don't remember what it's called anymore. But for any of you guys who wanted to know where the 𝗔𝗎𝚘 𝗔𝗎𝚘 joke came from, congratulations. We have the 𝗔𝗎𝚘. 𝗔𝗎𝚘 seems hungry and may want an oranberry. Give an oranberry to 𝗔𝗎𝚘? Yes! You do not have an oranberry. 𝗔𝗎𝚘 looks sad. Chat, we don't have one. Hold on. Is that the new Genshin stuff you guys are talking about? I am not, no, but it might be someone else. It might be someone else. Hold on. I need to grab an oranberry, perhaps? Perhaps. Also, hi, Susie. Welcome to the stream. Chat, this guy does not have an oranberry. Helios, I'm sorry. Where do I find oranberries at? Wait, like, actually, where? Because there's not trees in Twin Leaf. There's not trees in Sand Gem. There's not any on that route. Chat, we have no berries. We have no maidens. This is embarrassing. I can get this item over here, though. I was really trying to think. I don't know. Where does one actually get oranberries? Oh, you guys were talking Genshin. I'm understanding. How are you doing, though, Helios? I hope you're doing well. No berries and no maidens. That's what I'm saying. There's no... Yeah, because the only other spot I thought there would be, like, berry trees would be over here. Well, chat, no berries for us. No berries for 𝗔𝗎𝚘 either. I guess we'll just come back with an oranberry? Perhaps? Perhaps? Question mark? Also, am I healed? Good enough. Oranberry? Endure, the second closest thing, chat. How are you doing, Chills? I hope you're having a good day. Chills, you have a package coming for you, by the way, for subathon stuff. By the way. Okay, so let's give you the Miracle Seed. Let's give you the Charcoal. Let's give you the... Nope. Let's give you the Silk Scarf. And let's give you the Mystic Water. And you know what, Ryu? You can have the Riolu. The scope lens. There we go. Hopefully it arrives very soon then. Yeah! Yeah! Surely. Did you ever get the last one? Just out of curiosity, did the last package ever show up? It did. Okay. Good. Because it kind of crossed my mind where I was like, hey, so what if the last one never showed up? Closest berry tree should be north of Floroma. I was gonna say, I don't remember berry trees being anywhere else. Okay, cool. Thank you for clarifying the fact that I was not gaslighting myself. Well, I was, but I'm not just incorrect on my memory of Sinnoh, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Oh, the problem was that the package arrived to a wrong house. Oh, that's really weird. But I put the address on correctly, so maybe the post office guy just like sucks. The humble guy who hands you your mail. Chat, this is what I found out. This is a very fun fact here. I found out through Chills that in Mexico, they don't have mailboxes. Like, that's not a thing. So they also don't have like the little slits in your door where like if you aren't home or like can't answer the door, they just slide it in through your door. This is what I found out through Chills. Cause I was like, so how do you get your mail then? And he said that basically, chat, the post office man knocks on your door and he hands you your mail. If you do not answer, you do not get mail for the day. Yes, Chills is from Mexico. Indeed. Yeah, so learning that mailboxes or the little like thin slits in the door for like mail to just like go in isn't a thing in Mexico threw me through a loop, chat. Because he was like, what if I'm not home to get the package? And I was like, don't they just like leave it at your door or like slide it in through the little door thing, or like they'll leave it in your mailbox? And he's like, that's not a thing. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean it's not a thing? I was quickly enlightened. I never get mail in Mexico. Noted. Exactly. Exactly. We probably spent an hour and a half talking about how people in Mexico get their mail because Newt and I were in awe. Do they not have P.O. boxes? See, that was my follow-up question. Because I was like, so you basically like kind of like, if you were to live in an apartment, right? We have P.O. boxes and you know, you just have a whole like, nope, that's not what I'm trying to do. No. Actually, yeah, that's fine. P.O. boxes aren't a thing in Mexico either, at least from my understanding, or at least not where he's at. Because I was like, so what about just like a giant mailbox that has a whole bunch of... Yeah, I was explaining what a P.O. box is, essentially. And he said that like if you live in a building with a whole bunch of other residents, there's not just like a group mail spot where you just have your designated spot and a key to open it. That's not a thing either. You literally have your mailman, Gary, and if Gary knocks on your door and you're not home, you're not getting your mail. And Gary brings it back to the post office. Chills, you can correct me if I am incorrect, but I believe that was our exact conversation. And I think chat's reaction was my exact reaction. Yeah, and then chat, you have to pick up your mail from the post office if Gary knocks on your door and you don't answer. That's such a pain in the ass, though. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of crazy, is it not? Kind of wild. Because then I was like, but what if Gary's sick? So, like, if Gary's sick, does Gary just bring, like, 2 days of mail at once? Or do you have to go get your mail from the post office, for, like, for that day? You know what I'm saying? Like, there was just so many... Isn't that kind of what you'd have to do if you have a P.O. box, too? Technically, no. As in, like, going to the post office to get your mail? I think they meant more so, like... When you live in an apartment complex, right? Like, you still have that, like, group mailbox, I think is what chat was more so, like, referring to. I think that's, like, the thought process. We still need to catch a Starly. This is the first Starly we've seen since, like, Route 1, actually. Low-key, high-key? I think we see what this guy's got going down for him. I think we check it out. You're right, Gabby. It is probably Jorge and not Gary. That's my bad. Yeah, community mailboxes. Hi, Matthew. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a great day, gamer. Hello, hello. You are all good. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so Chill says, like, some people have a mailbox. Some people can have a mailbox or anything of the sort, but we live in a culture where we can leave the pack outside the door and it'll usually never be stolen. And then my follow-up question, chat, was, do you guys have Ring doorbells? Like the doorbells that have the cameras on them? He said that's not a thing down there either. So it was a whole learning experience. Also, Starly is not taken by a member, chat. So I need Starly nicknames if you guys don't mind. If you guys do not mind. What are we feeling? Star. We have Bird Up. We have Burba. Kingfisher. Is this based off the book? Is this based off the book Quicksilver? Let me know. Chicken. Followed by LOL. Because I'm going to do it that way. We have Sora. It's a bird species that I learned about today. This is fascinating. Okay. Kingfisher's the name, like a main character in one of the books that I read, and it went like viral on TikTok and is now being made into a TV show. So I wasn't sure. We have Beep. Alrighty. I'm going to cut it off there. And then we're going to do this. I feel like this isn't centered. I feel like that's centered. Okay. We are going to spin the wheel. But it could totally also be that. Yeah. All right, chat. We have Burb. Big Burb fan. Big Burb household. All right. We shall call him Burb. Let me see. What do you have to say for yourself? You are up in speed, lower in defense with Keen Eye, which isn't awful, actually. I just don't know if I need to add you right now. Like, Star Raptor's so good, but it's like... I don't know who I get rid of at this point. Because, like, there's no way I bring Starly to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I think we just let it go to the box. Yeah, with how fast Star Raptor is, Hasty is really not a bad ability. Doesn't Star Raptor normally get Intimidate, though? Or am I not... I just don't know if that's, like... It does get Intimidate. See, but, like, here's the other thing, too, though. Oh, wait, no. Starly doesn't. Starly only gets Keen Eye. And then it changes to Intimidate at Staravia. That's what happens. Okay. Because Reckless is the hidden ability. We're following. We're following. We're following. Okay. Starly is baby. Well... Chat, were you not shaking in your boots when you saw Starly? Were you not intimidated by its sheer circumference? I don't know. I don't know. So far, I have 16 and a half hours into Oblivion, and I'm obsessed. Is this the Elden Ring thing? Or is this a different thing? I forget. I forget what all is happening in the world of gaming outside of it. But I'm very happy for you, Kyle. Very, very happy. I finally started making solid progress in Star Rail. I got through, like, a large portion of Penacony. I got to do the stupid bullshit fight with the dice. That took me forever. Because the amount of AoE attackers I have, very minimal. The amount of people I have, I realized for that fight specifically, that only target one. Like my eye was twitching. I had to bring back 𝗏𝗏. She was so underleveled. But boy, did she did it. She sure did the thing, let me tell you. After having horrible pity, 4 runs in a row, finally got, what's his face? Wind guy who's out right now. I hated fighting him. That was one of just the most like, just straight up like bullshit mechanics I have seen in a game in a while. Like that's such an awful mechanic. And like for all the free-to-play players, granted I am not, but I was like, wow, the free-to-play people get absolutely screwed by that. Because you don't have a lot of options that can like carry. Yeah, 𝗏𝗏 and 𝗏𝗏𝗄 are not bad. He's just not weak to fire, right? I think he was weak to ice, lightning, and normal? I always call it normal. That's what it is in my head. As a future game dev myself, I hate Robin's ultimate. Robin's the singer, right? Hello, I think that's obsessive gaming. Hello, gamer. Hopefully you're doing well. It is fantastic to see you here today. I don't have Robin, so I can't speak to Robin. But doesn't she just sing and then while she sings, the team gets a buff? I think that's it. I think that's how it works. She sings the whole time her ultimate is up. You know what? What a diva. What a diva. A girl has to have a hobby. You know? That's what I'm saying, chat. Heaven forbid she has a hobby. What is... Okay. Not important for me. See, chat, it's another thing of I see my phone exploding, I think it's important, and then I see it's not important. But the one time I don't think it's important, it is. So, I'm really good at that. Super amazingly good. It does get repetitive. I'm sure her ult gets repetitive. I think there's a way to like, is there at least a way to turn it off? So you don't have to hear just like singing in the background over and over and over and over and over again? Or like, no. You probably don't remember me. It's been a long time. I mean, honestly, I do see a lot of people like who come in and out. I thought I recognized the name, but then I also was like, I hope I'm saying the name correctly. And I got so focused on trying to make sure I said your name correctly that it probably looked a little wrong. But I hope you're doing well. It is fantastic to see you again, gamer. I think I can speak for chat when I say we are just waiting for just a crumb of like new Pokemon content so we can actually do anything interesting and interactive at this point because we're all so over seeing the same Pokemon content because we have nothing new to work for. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Chat, I'm finally home from the office. Woohoo! Yippee, Gabby! Things we love to see. Things we love to see. I didn't see what I just clicked. Baton pass? Nah, we don't need it. You don't get anything that makes it worthwhile anyways. Yeah, that is fair. That is fair, Chills. That is a very solid point. Very, very solid. Okay. Ryu gets bodied by everything that's here. So we're just gonna click a funny little button here. I'm great finally back to be in this community. The things we love to see. I'm glad life has been treating you well. 2025 has just been such a crazy year. Just simply. Austin, thank you so much for the 25 months, gamer. That is so many months of gaming. Thank you so much for the confetti emote as well. How are you doing? That's over 2 years. You've passed your 2-year mark, Austin, as well. That's crazy. Thank you so much, gamer. Thank you. All right, we need to do this, and we need to do this. I'm sure your journey through VGC could be a great watch still. I do need to, like, play around with it more. I'm kind of just waiting for Gen 10. Like, don't get me wrong, my 𝚙𝚘𝚗𝚘𝚑 Malamar strat is really, really silly, and I am still down for, like, your idea of, like, what you wanted to do in the Discord. I think that could still be, like, really silly. You know what I'm saying? I did not like Gen 9. It wasn't my jam. It wasn't my jive. And I'm sure you guys could, like, tell. From a community perspective, like, I had so much more fun in Gen 8. I loved Gen 8. I loved Galar. Like, the fact that I just genuinely made no content on Gen 9. I didn't. And, like, I absolutely, like, shot the channel in the foot by not really doing content for Gen 9. I had no passion for that gen at all, you know? At work, but I had to check in because this sounds so cool. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. It's an honor and a privilege. But yeah, this Pokemon Renegade Platinum on the Switch. It carries over a lot of the same stuff that happened on Renegade Platinum on the DS, but obviously it's just in BDSP format, which is really cool. No, I could never tell. Like, I made so many videos for Gen 8. I did so much for Galar. And I did nothing for Gen 9. I did a few Then We Fights, but then, like, we learned about, like, how bad Then We Fights are for, like, channels and stuff like that. So then we stopped doing it. And then I just stopped doing everything because I was like, I don't want to play this game. I remember your Eevee only video in Gen 8. That one is still cooking. I love that video. It was my first video of that kind, so I don't think it was, like, as quality as it probably could have been if I made it now. Soothbell. Didn't you do Wooloo? I did No, Tobin did Wooloo. I did Eevee, Galarian, Ponyta, and Cufant, I believe. But I think Wooloo was the one that blew up Tobin's channel in, like, a good way. So. I have to hunt in Scarvy more eventually, but I'm prolonging the inevitable if I ever go back to grab everything I want in Sword and Shield. That's fair. That is very, very fair. I truthfully can't blame you in the slightest. But all of that to say, I'm just excited for, like, new VGC, like, especially when it comes to Legends ZA, like, I have an idea, and I hope that nobody else takes my idea of what I want to do when ZA comes out, because I do have content that I would like to do. I think it would be very fun. I don't know if I have the time to do it, and the time part of it is going to be the worst part of it. But I do have silly ideas that I want to do for ZA, potentially. Did you like the Gen 9 decks, though? No, that was the worst part about it. I did not like Gen 9's decks at all. Oh, I hated Gen 9's decks. Chat! Luxio incoming. A man! Like, let's break this down, chat. Let's break this down. So if we're looking at the decks of Scarlet and Violet here, I will circle the Pokemon I care about, right? I like Sprigatito. Sprigatito, great. We love her. We care about her. Quaxley was fine, but then we learned about the rest of the line, and I didn't vibe with it. But if we're talking lines that I enjoy, Sprigatito at least had a line where, like, I was like, I don't hate you. I don't. I'm not going to count ones that are from different gens. Like, I'm not going to count Jumpluff and everything like that. We're just going to talk exclusives, right? The Pawmi line, I don't think Pawmo needed to exist, and Pawmo existing really bothers me. But love Pawmi, love Pawmon. Pawmo, weird that they included it as a mon. I wish I could just see. Hold on, let's Pokemon data. Let's just do national dex, and we'll go to Gen 9. This is easier. Okay. Tandemaus, obviously enjoy. Fido, this is where it starts getting bad, right? Like, we're talking, I liked 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't care about Smoliv at all. Don't care about Squawkabilly. Hate Knackley. Charcadet, great. Like, this as an execution, sure, swell. I don't like Armarouge. Bellybolt is fine. Wattrel and Kilowattrel, I think, are some of the most forgettable, like, bird exclusives of any Pokemon game that has been, like, made ever. Ever. Mashstiff and Mabastiff are fine. Like, Mabastiff really only has love in my heart because of the Arven story. Had Arven not had his story, I would not care about this dog in the slightest. Hate Shroodle. I think Grafaiai is cool, but, like, it's Grafaiai, you know what I mean? Like, he's not like, wow. Don't care about Bramblin. Do not care about Toedscruel. Cloth is fine. Don't care about Capsicum. Rellor and Rabsca could be found dead in a ditch, and I could care less. My despise for Rellor and Rabsca is, like, astronomical. Don't care about Flittle and Espathra. Tinkaton and Tinkaton line is, like, obviously it's fine. Like, it's one of the better designs of the entire region. I think everyone could agree on that. Don't care about Wiggly and Wugtrio. Why does Diglett and Dugtrio have so many regional forms, chat? That is what I want to know. They did not need another. Bombardier, no one cares about. Finizen and Palafin should have just been one mon. This being the evolution difference between the heart on the chest and not heart on the chest is one of the laziest designs I have ever seen in my entire life. It should just be one mon, and it should have the ability to go from 0 to hero. That's it. That's it. That's all it should have been. Varoom to Reveroom. Do not care about that mon. Cyclizar, one of the most forgettable mons in the decks. Orthworm is silly. I don't mind him. Glamoura's cool in execution. Graveyard is like, it's fine. Flamigo is like, whatever. Citadel is like sweet baby angel, and then Cetitan exists, and you're just like, okay, Veluza's whatever. Dondozo's whatever. Tatsugiri's whatever. Annihilate is cool. Clodsire, I'm gonna say, I am a big Wooper enjoyer, chat. Clodsire did not need to exist. Farigiraf is sweet baby angel protector at all costs. One of the best things to ever come out of this gen. The Dunsparce did not need to exist, and that comes from a Dunsparce fan. It was stupid, lazy design. King Gambit is sick. Great Tusk is whatever. Screamtail, I do not enjoy. Brute Bonnet, do not enjoy. Fluttermane, do not enjoy. Slitherwing is fine. It's, like, fine. Sandy Shocks is fine. Iron Treads is fine. Iron Bundle is fine. Iron Hands, I hate. Despise. This one, Dark Flying guy over here, would be fine. The word Jugulus gives me such a visceral reaction. The visceral reaction I have to the word Jugulus is, like, it makes me want to vomit. It's one of the grossest words I have ever heard in my life. It just sounds nasty. It's such an awful word. Iron Moth is whatever. Iron Thor, like, truthfully, all the future paradoxes just felt lazy. I did not enjoy any of them. Frigibax to Baxcalibur is one of the weakest pseudo-legendary lines I think we've ever had, and I despise hatred for Gimmighoul and Goldango. Wo-Chien, Qianpao, Tinglu, Chiyu, really sick. They were just felt like they were thrown into the game. Roaring Moon, chef's kiss, laid the house, boots down. Like, nobody here, like, really resonated with me. Like, the beginning half of this dex, between, like, Sprigatito, Pawmi, Tandemaus, Dachshund, all of them, love them. So, I don't know. I don't know. I did not resonate with Gen 9 decks in any capacity. And see, here's the difference though, because like, love Grookey, love Scorbunny, love Sobble, Skwovet and Greedent, those are my boys. Rookity and Corviknight, some of my favorite like regional birds to ever exist. Corviknight is so sick. I never used Dottler or a Beetle, but like, it's still a really cool design. Nickit and Thievul, love them. They are chef's kiss. They are so underrated. Gossifleur, one of my favorite shinies to ever exist. Wooloo is sweet baby angel. I will protect it at all costs. Dreadnought, sick. Yamper, love. Colossals, eh. Apple, Applin, Flapple, Appleton, love them. Angels. Sandaconda's like, whatever. It's like, it's fine. Cram? We love Cram in this household, chat. Arrokuda, Beardiscuda, whatever. Toxel, Toxtricity, bangers. Centiskorch, banger. Graplocked, eh. Poltergeist, banger. Hatterene, banger. Grimmsnarl, banger. Obstagoon, banger. Berserker didn't need to exist. Cursula also didn't need to exist, but I respect it. Surfetched, banger form. Mr. Rhyme didn't need to exist. Alchemy, amazing. Phalanx, banger. Snom, chat. This is the gen that gave us Snom. Banger. Like, I love this dex. The amount of Pokemon I love from this dex, like some of my all-time favorites, is so much higher, especially if you include the Hisuian forms. Especially Hisuian Braviary, chat. Hisuian Zoroark, chat. Weird Ear, bangers. And then it's just like, like, I wanted to like Gen 9 more. I did. It's not my jam, chat. It's not my jam. And that's fine. Why didn't the alternate forms of legendary birds? What do you mean by that? Action, welcome to the stream, gamer. Thanks so much for the 10 months. Appreciate you immensely. My voice just, oh my god, chat, my voice just died. What? Hello? We're back? Good morning. How we doing, gamers? That was crazy. My voice just died. Found dead in a ditch. What did I miss? Why were we ranting? Basically because we were talking about Gen 10, and I was talking about how I'm really excited for it because there's actual content that I want to do because I found Gen 9 just so uninspiring. And I was talking about chat how it was very obvious that I was uninspired by Gen 9 too because I did so much content for Gen 8 and I love Gen 8. And then it happened to Gen 9 and I absolutely shot my channel in the foot and killed it because I did no content for Gen 9 at all. I did like a few Then We Fights and then everyone learned how bad Then We Fights are for channels. If you ever want to do anything different. So then I stopped doing Then We Fights because I was like, hey, I don't want to like long-term absolutely like bone my channel, right? So then we just exploded is basically what happened. So I was talking about how I'm really excited for Gen 10 to come out. And even Legend ZA at like a bare minimum because I despise Gen 9. And that's what you missed on Glee. I need to give Riolu the Sooth Bell. That is what I need to do. That needs to happen like yesterday. Okay. Gen 9 is my least played gen. I didn't care enough to replay them. I don't think I replayed Gen 9 once. Okay, but do you like Fire Fish from Gen 9 too? Yeah, they're all great. I just wish they would have like given them more lore as opposed to being like, all right, so you're going to find a stick. There's going to be sticks scattered in the ground. And hear me out. When you pick up enough sticks, you're going to get a really sick little guy. You know what I'm saying? They just felt thrown in there. It felt lazy. Maybe give it another try when the update for Switch 2 comes out. See, but like, I don't think Switch 2 is going to like... It wasn't the way the game played. It was the game itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't care about the lag. I didn't care about any of that stuff. I thought it was really funny. But I'm talking, like, from a Dex perspective, which is why I was like, I don't care about any of these mons. Like, that was more so the issue. I have seen Horizons. I did watch Horizons. But, or at least part of it. Vandy and I did a whole, like, watch party of it. So, unfortunately, I don't think Switch 2 is going to change my opinion of it. Yeah, the hide and seeks were fun. But focus on the characters as, like, the characters in the game. The character work has never been better. Never been better? Like, don't get me wrong, I loved Arven. Arven's storyline was, like, IMO, one of my favorite things about Gen 9. It's just the experience of Pokemon in that game. That is the issue. The experience of Pokemon in the game for, like, what Pokemon is. I didn't enjoy the battling. I didn't enjoy the dex. I didn't enjoy the way it played. It wasn't the vibe. That was the issue. The Team Star bases just felt like a chore. There's a lot. There's a lot about Gen 9 that I just did not. Just did not. I would be down to do Pokemon hide and seek again sometime. It made me think about it when you guys were doing prop hunt the other night. I don't know. I think you were there, Chills. But I'll agree about Nimona. I loved her as a rival. See, everyone loved her. I was very neutral on her. She felt a lot less childish than a lot of the other ones, but I never was like, oh my god, love Nimona. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was never anything that made me be like, wow, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Casey. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. Have you ever played Let's Go? I have indeed played Let's Go. Many a times. Let me change your item here real quick. We'll give you the Soothe Bell. That way you can hopefully, fingers crossed, evolve. So. I don't think there's a character design that I don't like in Scarvy. The principal. Clive. Oh my god, I could go on for hours. Oh, I despise that man. Oh my god. I'll clock Clive immediately. You hate my goat, Clive. Goat and Clive in the same sentence is, like, abysmal. Also, I'm just gonna go ahead and evolve Eevee real quick. Have a good night, too, Crow. No, the Area Zero part was, like, really sick. I love the Area Zero part of the game. Area Zero was probably just my favorite part of the game. Speaking of Diglett getting another form, chat. You'll never guess. It's him and his 3 hair on his head. No, the robot professors are sick. Do you hate Clive's whimsy? Chills, I swear. You're not about to whimsy shame me. You are not about to whimsy. Clive, you think has whimsy? I like the first DLC more than the main game. Damn. Damn. Three storylines that merge into one big event was a nice idea. I wasn't a fan of how it was done, especially with Team Star. I think that's a very swell point. The whole DLC story with Kieran was awesome. See, my thing is, chat, I'm going to keep it a stack. I never finished Blueberry Academy because I thought it was very boring. I still have yet to beat it. It's still just there. How's your day been? My day has been swell, Casey. I hope your day is going great as well. Okay. Give me 𝗟𝗡𝗄𝗏. Thanks. Blueberry was great. Wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. It's crazy. Tim, thank you so much for the 44 months. Appreciate you. For all of you guys who are like, why did you pick 𝗟𝗡𝗏? Let me run this down for you. We already have Piplup on the team. We didn't need Vaporeon. Piplup might get changed out for another water type, but there's 8 million water types. I didn't think Vaporeon was the end-all be-all. I didn't pick Jolteon because we already have Luxray. It has Intimidate. Intimidate Setter is far more important than what Jolteon is able to give us in speed. Flareon, not a physical Eevee, so therefore immediately exiled. Espeon, we're gonna get Galarian Rapidash, so therefore Psychic and Fairy type. Do not need another primary Psychic and Fairy type. Umbreon, same category as Flareon. Physical attacker, we did not need it, okay? Leafeon, same thing. If it were physical, different story, okay? Glaceon, hey, guess what? That's what we picked. That's so crazy. It will be swapped out for Alolan Ninetales, but it is a great carry until we are able to get our hands on Alolan Ninetales. Sylveon, guess what? Same thing. We're getting Galarian Rapidash, which is a Psychic and a Fairy type, so therefore we did not have any need to get another primary Psychic and Fairy type. Ahaha. There you go. There's your lore as to why I didn't pick any of the other evolutions. Hey, that's so crazy. We're getting rid of Mirror Coat immediately. That's crazy how that works. Why not Umbee again? Because we're a very physical attacker, and I looked at the moveset that they gave Umbreon in this game, and it was like basically all physical moves. Plus, they also made Luxray Electric Dark. And I'm not sure how long Luxray's gonna be on the team, but that was the main reason why. I looked into its moveset. So, how we doing, Tim? Can you repeat that? I was zoned out. All right, chat. So let's go in order. I didn't pick Vaporeon because the thing I learned in boating school is... How we doing, Tim? Also, by the way, Tim, you have your subathon package coming to you in the mail. There's a list of people who all sent us their address. Also, Ariel, you have a Pokemon card that I guess you requested from Vandy. I gave that to the post office as well. So. Ahaha. It's almost 3 a.m. and I'm still in a food coma after eating too much birthday cake. I love that for you so much. Was it your birthday? Or is this other people's birthday cake? Let me know. Chat, we have shards. Is Stream Elements not working again? Did you donate through Stream Elements? Or did you donate through Stream Labs? I have nothing. Stream Elements should be working. I haven't had any issues with it recently. I don't know if it went through on your end, because typically it gives me an email and like a PayPal notification, and I have nothing. If you're talking donation-wise, unless it's a... Wait for it. Oh, the alert did break. If I do this, does it work? Are my alerts broken? Hi, Jacob. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Raccoon Paradise as well. So sorry, gamers. Hold on. We're trying to figure out... There we go. I fixed it. Tim, thank you so much for being a kitsune. Thank you for being a kitsune for 44 months. Thank you. I appreciate it. For those of you who do not know, it is the $100 member tier here on the channel. So thank you so much for all of the kindness and the support and the $100 due membership. Very kind, very appreciated. I had to like open Stream Elements and then like go into my activity feed. And then it showed up. Which is very weird because like every single alert had worked up until that point. Like everything else we already saw. So I'm confused. I don't know why that happened, but we're here now. We got it to work. Kind of crazy. Are you enjoying the game so far? I am. I played the game before. I made it to basically like Heart Home-ish. And then I forgot about the game and then we never played it again. So we're gonna actually make it past Heart Home this time. That's the goal. That's the mission, the plea, the cry, the drive. Pick other words here. That's what's gonna happen. My goal is to actually beat this game for real this time. Game is mad difficult, yeah. But I do enjoy the challenge though. I do a lot of like challenges and stuff like that. Tim! Tim! What are you doing? See? Alerts, they're working. Tim, thank you so much for the $100 dues. Thank you so much. Thank you. It says it looks kind of barren here. Mando time. Thank you so much, gamer. Thank you for the kindness, the generosity. That's technically $200 between the member renewal and that. Did you two?
Looks fair. Mando time.
Did you do it twice? Did you do the same message in both? Did you do one in Super Chat and one in Stream Elements? Did you... Am I crazy? Am I... Chat? I don't know if I'm going crazy or not. Chat, can we get a wall of hearts and hype and love and support for Tim? And technically, on technicality, chat, $300. $300 between the $100 member renewal, the $100 super chat, and the $100 Stream Elements donation. Insanity to show in that amount of time. It means the world, gamer. It means more than you could ever know. I know times are tough right now, and like $300 is a lot of money. It's always been a lot of money, but everything's expensive right now and everything is awful right now. So thank you so much for all the love. Jake, thank you so much for the follow as well, gamer. Thank you. I appreciate you immensely. Immensely. That is so generous, Tim. Thank you so much. I like the overlay you have on stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Very kind. Very appreciated. I don't know if you're talking about the alerts specifically or just like the cozy forestness, but I enjoy both. They make me very happy. But thank you so much, Tim. It's been a very expensive time with the fact that my car engine blew up and then I lost $5,000 to get into a new car because my engine exploded. It's been a really fun time. So it means more than you could ever know in the history of the world. So thank you so much for that amount of kindness and generosity, gamer. Insanity. Insanity. Thank you so much, though. I'm glad you like the cozy little forest. Very appreciated, gamer. Thank you, thank you. Holy moly, chat. That's insane. That's insane. Okay. Before we like start going into the gym and just getting levels that way, chat. Your engine exploded? It did. Hold on. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, chat, and then I can do a little story time for people who need my engine story. While I am in there, I'm gonna run ads on Twitch just so that way you guys don't have to worry about getting ads after. But give me just a second to use the bathroom real quick. If we could get a wall of hearts for Tim one more time for just an insane amount of generosity and support, that means the entire world, because that's a lot of money, gamers. That'd be greatly appreciated. Twitch, I will see you as soon as I get back from the ad break. YouTube, can I run ads on YouTube? I can. You guys are all getting ads. All right, good luck, have fun. Enjoy the bathroom. Okay, chat, we're so back. We're so back. Okay. Hi, Shining Meadow. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Joke's on them. I have no shinies. No. No. That's so sad. That's so sad. The second donor's on Streamlabs. I think it went through. Because that's what I was talking about. Was that it was technically 300 between Super Chat, Stream Elements, and the Kitsune, right? I don't think I missed another one, hopefully. Hopefully? Blackout. Hi, gamer. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. All right, I'm going to fight some of these trainers in the gym here real quick. While I give you guys a story time on basically... If the other one does, it'll be 4. No, surely it doesn't. That's too much money. That is far too much money, Tim. far, 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 far too much. I appreciate you immensely, though. That is just insane generosity to just be like, uh-oh, it would be a shame if this happened. You know what I'm saying? Absolute insane generosity. Long live 3D chibi models. True. True. Is this your first playthrough? I have played this game up until Heart Home, and then I forgot about the game and I dropped it and I never picked it back up. So, technically yes, but no. This is my first time I'm doing it where I'm like hardcore beating it, I guess is the word. It'd be a shame if I drop 50. You don't need to! You do not need to. Real to whoever made the comment about the chibi characters, it was... I lost the message. Oh, someone on YouTube. There we go. It was Mr. Game and Watch. Have a good one, Angel. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, chat. Story time. Logan, thank you so much for the 40 months, gamer. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. You ever just... Yeah? I do. I do. Yeah all the time. Hopefully you agree. Hopefully that resonates with you. But, okay. So, here is the story time about my engine. So, for those of you who do not know, I used to have a 2009 Toyota Camry. That 2009 Toyota Camry got absolutely demolished, dumpster, totaled by an HOA gate. So, I was going through, like, the gate to an HOA, and it crushed my car. Smashed it into smithereens. So much so that the hood went through my windshield. So that car no longer existed. So, obviously, we got the trade-in value. We did the whole bada bing, bada boom, shabam. So, went and got a replacement car with the trade-in value of my car. Vandy's mom had this car. She advocated for it a lot. And paper-thin car. I mean, it was a 2009 Toyota Camry. Those things were pretty sturdy, to be honest with you. The issue with the gate was the fact that it didn't have sensors, so it didn't stop, and it continued to, it was a swing out, not an up and down, so it swung into my car, and then it kept pushing because it didn't have sensors to tell it to stop, so it kept destroying till there was nothing left in its path. Which, by the way, in case you were clear, or unclear, I guess for that matter, that does not pass safety quota. By the way, just to put that out there, that's not normal. So, I ended up getting this rollout is just insane. I ended up getting a 2018 Ford Escape, which to me, given the fact that I had very little information, that car was loaded. It was nice. It was the fan favorite of every single car I drove from every single person who had been on any of these test drives with me. I car shopped for like 3 weeks. Something like that. Everyone was like, that Ford Escape was like the #1 car. So, ended up getting said Ford Escape, right? What I didn't realize is Ford Escapes, especially 2018 models, are known, and it's an issue with Ford that Ford is aware of, by the way, which is why they're about to be in a class action lawsuit for this exact issue, is they have a known problem where coolant gets into the engine and messes up your sparks plugs, and then you get coolant all over in your engine and just a whole bunch of chaos shenanigans, right? So I got the car in September, the Ford Escape, and by November, the check engine light came on and it was like, hey, you need to replace the sparks plugs. Me at the time was just like, well, the car is approaching 100,000 miles, so like it makes sense. Sparks plugs typically go out around this time. So I'll just replace the spark plugs. Costs like $800, something like that. So all the spark plugs get replaced. Keep in mind, this was right after subathon chat, for those of you guys who are keeping your, connecting the dots here a little bit, because subathon ended mid-October. I did this repair early November. So my spark plugs went out with me like barely driving my car because I was doing subathon for 90% of the time that I had the car in my possession, right? Following everyone? So, we replaced the spark plugs. Car seems to be running fine. Until I'd say roughly a month ago-ish now at the time. I get the check engine light come on again. Bentley just barged into my door. Benny. Benny. He barged in. Chat. Hey, Benny. You're my squishy. You're my little guy. Hey, Benny. I'm so happy you guys are here. I love you, Benny. Would Benny be a Flareon? Benny would be a Rockruff. He gives Rockruff energy. Do you agree? Is your FOMO kicking in? Yeah. Okay, you can go. Toodaloo then. Okay. We're so back, chat. Okay. So anyways, car is running fine. Car is doing car things. Until roughly like a month ago, right? Where my check engine light comes on. And keep in mind, check engine light came on a weekend, so like none of the repair shops were open. So I was like, I'm gonna take it to whatever the hell the name of the car shop is, where they give you a whole bunch of car parts and they'll read your check engine light for free. I took it to that place. I don't remember the name of it. I digress. So they read my check engine light and the guy goes, so it's telling me that your sparks plugs are out. And I said, well, that's interesting because I just replaced my sparks plugs like not even 6 months ago. Like not even 3 months ago, really. So I think I should figure that out. And he was like, well, we got the stuff here if you want to fix it. And I was like, respectfully, I'm going to take this fancy piece of paper that you gave me and I'm going to go back to the car place that fixed my sparks plugs and I'm going to say, hey, you fixed them, but my sparks plugs are bad again. So you should fix them for free because I paid you $800. You know what I'm saying? So I do just that. And I take my happy little papers and I take my car to the mechanic on Monday when the mechanic is open again. And my car's back there. A couple hours go by and my car's back there. And more time goes by, chat, and my car is still back there. I'm watching groups of families come in and out over and over and over again. And the main mechanic guy, for the first time in my existence of knowing this guy, because I've gone to this mechanic for like 5 years now, he always just tells you what's wrong with your car in the waiting room. And then he's like, hey, so this is the plan. Do you want to go through with this or what do you want to do? For the first time in my history of knowing this man, he said, hey, so we just checked out your car. Why don't you come back here and talk with me about it? And I said, oh no. So he pulls me into the other room. And I just know it's going to be bad. And he basically tells me that Ford is aware that this is an issue. And they have a whole like technical service bulletin, whatever the hell it's called, about it that they send to mechanics that say, hey, if a car comes in with this issue, just know that we are aware of the issue and that this is what the issue is and how you need to resolve it, right? So, come to find out that my car, the Ford Escape, was known for having an issue where coolant leaks into the engine, gets on the sparks plugs. Your car then has to compensate by using more fuel, more everything in order to get the car to function in obvious fashion. So your mileage goes down, you're using up way too much gas, like... It's just an awful problem from beginning to end because then the coolant leaks into your engine is all over, like in your engine. It's an awful time. So he basically said, we could flush your engine, but that's not going to solve the issue because you're just going to keep leaking coolant inside of it because you have to replace basically your entire engine to get this fixed. And there's no point in getting pre-owned because it's going to be pre-exposed to the same issue. However, if you get a new engine, it's still going to be pre-exposed to the same issue. However, the chances of it happening again are much smaller because it's going to take so much longer for it to get to the point where you need to get it fixed. Oh, by the way, a new engine's 10 grand. And I said, respectfully, I have not put 5,000 miles on this car, and I've had it for less than 6 months. So that's not possible because I don't even have 10 grand if you combine my checking and my savings together. That's not a real number. So I did what any girl did, and I had a cheeky little panic attack, and I called my mom. And my mom said, I don't know what the hell we're gonna do. So basically, we ended up calling the shop that I got my car from originally, like the used car shop, and was like, hey, so you basically gave us a fucked up car, is what happened. Because tell me why I had the car in my possession, put less than, wanted to screw me out of tens of thousands of dollars. I went to a different location. They argued with the original location, was able to get me way more for my car than what the original store was. The good store was able to get me 11 grand for my car. The OG store didn't even want to give me 1,000 for my car. So I was able to put the $11,000 down because that was thankfully able to pay off the rest of my loan and get rid of all of my negative equity, down towards a different car. But I still needed to get like the protection plan on my car, like the warranty and all that kind of stuff. So in that way, if anything like that happens again, that I'm not screwed out of hundreds of thousands of dollars, as well as a new loan and all that kind of stuff. So we still lost 5 grand in the process. However, I am in a much better car now than I was before. And never buy a Ford Escape. And that's the lore I have for you guys today. Kind of crazy. It was a very insane month last month. But we're in a much better car now. I just had to lose 5 grand to do it. So. Ahaha, we're doing our best. Alrighty, I feel like we're really underleveled for this still. However, I think we just have to run it. Is kind of the boat that I'm in right now. So I'm gonna lead 𝚑𝚘𝚔. And I think I'm just gonna try the gym. Because we really don't have anything to lose other than Riolu's friendship. So. I think that is going to be the goal here. Just to see if we can do the gosh darn thing, if you will. So. Ahaha. 4 does have the acronym of found on road dead. That is fair. See, the issue is, though, is Vandy's mom had a Ford Escape that she used for, like, years. Like, years and years and years and years and years. And she loved that car. She advocated for that car. She's like, it's one of my favorite cars I've ever had. I love that car. So, she's never had a single issue with it. And so, part of the reason I trusted it so much was because she was such a big advocate for it. You know what I'm saying? But, chat! Rourke! We'll see. We start with Cranidos. Alrighty. I'm gonna growth turn 1 just to see. This is a fair setup. Okay. We'll boost the power of Absorb here just a wee bit. We dodge anyways. Okay. That's just a lot of damage. Okay, in theory, if you have a potion, you use it here. You have a berry. Dang, you got a high roll. That's crazy. Okay. Low-key, crazy high roll. We do need to be careful, though, because he does have electric coverage, and takedown does so much damage. Okay. Alrighty. One silly little guy down. Geodude, I believe, might have Thunder Punch. So, not looking great. Does this one-shot? It does not. You have Sturdy, that's why. Is this Thunder Punch incoming? It is not. That still kills? Okay, we're gonna do this. Cranidos is down, though, and that's, like, massive. We're just gonna Force Palm, because I should be faster. Fantastic. You have Soul Rock? I think I'm gonna Force Palm again. Ah, I see the strategy. Para's massive. I'm gonna go into Glaceon here real quick. Also, is Glaceon taken by a member? It is. Okay. Oh! Ow! Oh, it's not. That one was only for Streamloots. So it is not taken, so I can keep it as an ally, at least for now. Okay, Para. I'm just trying to stall Reflect turns. Okay. Half the team down. Ahaha. I'll do Work Up instead of Bite. We don't need Copycat. This is free. This is free. This is so free. He's just a little guy, chat. You have to understand. Okay, with Intimidate and Reflect, it's no longer free. It doesn't tell me how many turns of Reflector left. You have to hit me physically. And this is attack and... Oh, it's attack and special attack. I just want to bait. What are you gonna do? Rock Tomb? Bulldoze! Okay. Yeah, this is absolutely no longer free. Yo, the taunt read is crazy. We live. We get the para. Are we faster with the para? We are. That kills. Big, massive gaming. I need to get Riolu out of there if I want any chance of it wanting to be my friend. Reflect is now gone. Okay. In theory, I'm faster than a Rhyhorn. If I'm not faster than a Rhyhorn, chat, I'm throwing. Oh, I forgot about Stealth Rocks. Never mind. I'm actually throwing in the game and IRL. Crimson! Nice to see you. Bad time to come in on. Well, I did forgore. I did forgore about Stealth Rocks. And that's a me issue. It's just a part of the game. It's just part of the game, Mr. Game & Watch. Unfortunately. The big forgore is a big nor. It is. It is indeed. I kind of forgot how his little strategy worked. But the thing is, unfortunately, I do think Stealth Rocks kills 𝗘𝗓𝗓 from this range. Yeah, we're doing it just for fun. Just, like, I'm not allowing myself to heal in battle, which is one of the main things, but have you come up with an official team name for your Unite team? As of right now, we have a really silly one. That's called 𝗑𝗑𝗓𝚘𝚗𝚡𝚘 Incorporated. But we haven't actually, like, fully decided on one. Yeah, Stealth Rocks kills from here. Okay. 𝚘𝗓𝗓's gonna hate me, chat. Okay. We're gonna run this back. We're gonna run this back real quick. Okay, so if you lead Cranidos, that was a crazy zoom in. Stock up on potion, she says, as I can't heal. Okay. It's clear that the setup at the beginning did not benefit us at all, so I think I just skip the benefit and we just go for straight damage. Oh yeah, it's so much harder than base BDSB. It's like insanely difficult. That's part of the whole gimmick of this thing. BEI for business casual. Exactly. See, you're understanding. You're understanding. It's all a work in progress though. That was the only name that was said, but I think we're still like playing around with it, you know what I'm saying? Happy birthday, Logan! I didn't know it was your birthday! You have Shuckle! I didn't realize you were gonna change your lead. That messes up my entire life and existence. But, chat, we must celebrate the birthday. It is very important. So, chat, with that being said, I'm switching into Nala. I'm switching into Nala. And we are going to sing Logan happy birthday. Him. 5, 6, 7, 8. Happy birthday from all of us to you. We're glad that it's your birthday so we can party too. Happy birthday. Does the Grand Underground still serve its intended purpose of having more Pokemon? It does. It does indeed. It's a very nifty time. Hi, Silent Fang. I'm free from the subathon. How's my fellow Tri-Red Pupper owner dog doing? Yes. How are you doing, Silent? It's great to see you. Congrats on being freed from subathon. I'm thriving. I'm surviving. Living my best life to the best of my ability. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's all you can do. But I hope you're doing well, gamer. It's great to see you. You just missed it. Bentley was in here a little bit ago. He said hi to everyone and he smiled in the camera like a good boy. A good little boy. Okay. Yeah, Shuckle was not on my list of potential Pokemon. I was kind of waiting for the Onix, and the Onix never came, chat. So I'm just hoping for a burn at this point. This is epic, chat. Hi, Ben. Hi, Kirsten. If Kirsten is there. I don't know if she is or not, but Hello, hello. Chat, Ben got me coffee this morning. It's a W Ben moment. It's a W Ben moment. Well, chat, you also have to keep in mind, the reason I lost 2 Pokemon to a Shuckle is because Shuckle's A, bulky as hell, and I used my worst Pokemon for it. Keep in mind, all of these Pokemon that they have are EV and IV trained. I would like to remind everyone. And they switch them, so you never know what team you're gonna fight. If you would like to do better, I implore you to do so. I implore you so fondly. Ahaha. In fact, they can. This is a free ROM hack. That is so true, so real, so factual. And we have like nothing for this. Because you also keep in mind, chat, they change their lead every single time. So I went in expecting to fight Cranidos first. We never saw Shuckle. I had no idea he had Shuckle. So therefore, believe it or not, chat, I could not prepare for Shuckle. We're learning. Hand me the controller. I'll make it worse, I promise. I was really hoping you would make it worse, Tristan. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're not built for this. Okay. This is gonna be a 𝚑𝚘𝚔𝗑𝗏 moment, chat. You have Anorith this time, too? Did he have Anorith last time? Cranidos, Geodude. I don't even remember. This is really bad. Super sick. Still lurking till food comes, then I'm gonna watch TV and pass out for work tomorrow. I hope you enjoy your sleep, your rest, your food. Bruh. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate you immensely, gamer. Thank you so much for all the love again earlier. It means the entire world. Thank you, thank you. An absolute hero. Thank you, thank you. Wanna see me get one shot again? Crazy. Oh, here's the fun thing about this game too. Sometimes they mess with the stats of Pokemon to make stats like weaker Pokemon even stronger than they would be before. So that's a super fun thing about Renegade Platinum as well. If that wasn't obvious by the fact that Anorith did unspeakable damage. It's okay, so if Shuckle's on the team, who do you lead? Honestly, the best strat might honestly be Crimson to sack it specifically, so then that way you can go into a better Pokemon and you don't lose a better Pokemon immediately. Because he led Cranidos the first time, led Shuckle the second time. If he leads Anorith or Lilip the third time, then we at least have a chance for using Ember and getting a burn by something. If he leads Geodude, we're cooked. Who do you lead this time? You lead Shuckle again. Okay. Interesting. Okay. How much does SmackDown do to you? These It's just so fat. Shuckle is such a fat Pokemon. Okay. Isn't their lead based on yours? I don't think so, because I've changed my lead every time. I didn't lead Crimson last time. Okay, we're gonna smack down one more time. And that's about... Oh, wait, we're cooking? We're cooking? Oh my god, okay. The worst thing post-surgery is I have yet to get my stamina back. I just walked to the grocery store and I'm tired. I'm so sorry, gamer. Hopefully that comes back soon. I mean, definitely don't push yourself, obviously, as you know. You know, obviously just like... take it as slow as you can. It's okay for things to, you know, not happen immediately, right? But absolutely take care of yourself, gamer. Like, surgery is no joke, and like, you know, you only have the capacity to do so much, so be kind to yourself, you know? Okay. High-key want a Fire Fang. And I'm going to. Oh, you have Aqua Jet! Foolish me, chat! Foolish me to think that I can Fire Fang an Anorith when it has Aqua Jet just sitting there, ready. Okay. Ow. We're just gonna... insane damage. It's just so crazy. I guess I nuke here. Then I water gun. Okay. Okay, so now the issue is a Lileep, and I can't do what I want to do. So I think I sacrifice Spark for the greater good. I'm just gonna hope that I can bait your rock type moves as opposed to your grass type moves. And get lucky flinches. That's the goal right now. That's not ideal. Hey, yo. Chat, we're cooking. Hold on. Okay, dang it. Darn. You don't Mega Drain. That's massive. I love you having Ancient Power at level 15. Super fair, super balanced. We were cooking. Okay, the good news is it never got an Omni boost. And I think this has to be the Ryu moment. Where we Force Palm. I'm gonna explode. I'm gonna explode, so. Stop confusing me. Okay. Just break through. Just break through. Just break through. Just break through. Or hit yourself. That's super sick. That's a really awesome option as well. There's the Mega Drain. Just break through. 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 Thank you. Okay. Okay, so now we have Cranidos. Lunatone is new. That's a new one for me. Okay. I'm gonna Newt and I'm gonna Water Gun. Sandstorm's annoying, but I'd rather have you do that than like a lot of other things. That did nothing. Why did that do nothing? Thank you for missing Hypnosis. Also, how are you faster than me? Does this kill? It does. Okay. So that's free, and there's no light screen, and there's no reflect. And that's why this is impossible to prep for, because last time he had Solrock. And now you have a Bonsly! Okay. How many Pokemon does this rotate between? There's the Stealth Rock. What are the odds that you just set up Sandstorm again? Not very. Chat, I think we got a way better team to deal with this time. Okay, so now in theory, chat, I have 3, count it, 3 Pokemon to take down 1, count it, 1 Cranidos. Who does have Rockhead, so it's not taking damage from recoil moves. So, we gotta keep that in mind. It is gonna be fast as well. God luck! Okay. Okay. We're gonna look at something real quick. What is the speed difference? Okay, so Cranidos is 58 base speed. Riolu 60. In theory, chat, Ryu outspeeds. They're the same level. In theory, Ryu outspeeds. It doesn't. Okay. Right, chat. Right. Because why do speed stats matter? Get the crit. Oh my god, we got the crit. We didn't get the crit. That just, okay. Right. Right. Fun fact, Riolu and Cranidos have the same base defense stat. And technically, its special defense is lower than its regular defense by 10 points. Okay. Hey, chat. We have the cool badge smile. That's crazy. And in big gaming news, not only can we use Rock Smash, but we have Stealth Rock, amazing, and stickers, and we get the option for Galarian Ponyta now. Because it is on the north side of Jubilife. So, I hate to break it to you guys, but we're gaming. We are gaming, just like we are farmers. But with that being said, guys, I am going to call it a stream here. But I figured this was a fantastic stopping point. We can get Galarian Ponyta next time we log on to the video game. I hope you guys all have a wonderful Tuesday. In case no one told you today, chat, I am proud of you. You guys are all doing swell. There's only one of you guys. Nobody can ever replace you guys. And I just appreciate you guys being here. You guys are swell individuals, and I appreciate you for just being wonderful people. I am going to send you guys, if you guys are over here on Twitch, over to a wonderful cozy content creator that if you guys enjoy me, you guys will absolutely enjoy her. If you are a subby, you can put this message in her chat. If you are not a subby, you can put this message in her chat. But she is basically the embodiment of self-care, treating others with kindness, just literally like the coziest person on the planet, and I never get the chance to rate her, so I am very excited to have the opportunity to rate her, to be honest with you guys. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I will not be live tomorrow, but hopefully potentially the next day, depending on my work schedule. I will see you guys all in the next one. Please show her all the love in the entire world, and I'll see you guys sometime very soon. Thank you so much again for all the love today as well. Tim, thank you so much for your absolutely insane donations. Thank you for all the people who renewed your subbies. Thank you for all the people who watched. Thank you for all the people who lurked. You guys are all so important. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, gamers. Have a good night.